Hello guys, my name is Astrid. Today we're going to start a new sketchbook. This is a Nerf Forge sketchbook. They have their own YouTube channel and store, and I'm happy to have not one but three of their sketchbooks. Well, two green ones and one purple. I wanted the blue one, but I couldn't got my hands on one of those. So, okay, for the first page for this sketchbook, I decided to do a sketch on my other sketchbook that is only for ideas. I decided to draw my original characters, my OCs. Let me talk a little bit about them. First one, we have the elf. His name is Castor. He is type demon and half elf. This baby was born in 2020 in the pandemic of COVID. Yay! Castor has a twin brother. He fell in love with a human lady, but she died. Her reincarnation is Blake, so that's why I'm shipping them together. Blake is a half demon wolf and half human. I designed Blake when I was in my Steven Universe phase. If I remember correctly, I think he was like a black zircon or black obsidian, I think. He was like type gemsona design that all the community of Steven Universe did. I didn't not want to discard or forget my design of Blake, so I keep it, and I wanted to create my own universe with these two characters, Castor and Blake. But anyway, I don't know if you guys are going to see something in the future about them. It's really hard for me, as I've been saying, to create stories and stuff like that. I do have some stuff in my mind, and I should write it down in another book or something to not forget. But here we are, just trying to create and have fun with my OC characters and sketch. But anyway, here we are with the sketch. I decided Castor been playing around with Blake's ears. It's funny because he has big ears. So yeah, I don't know. I like this idea about Castor playing with Blake's ears. So here we are. And now here comes the good stuff, starting with this sketch and this beautiful sketchbook. For the first page, I didn't want to do anything. I'm going to do like a logo for myself. I always had an idea for my logo, but that you will see it later on with another video maybe. Okay, for the sketch, I always like to use a color eraser pencil. It could be red or blue or another color that you like. Don't get me wrong, I do make my sketches with graphite pencil sometimes, but I feel more at ease when I use a color pencil. The page does not get too dirty with this kind of pencils than the normal graphite pencils. And where you can get this kind of pencils, color pencils, you can find them in eBay and Amazon. I think Temu has these color pencils now that you can get, but mostly these ones I got them on Amazon. Probably you're wondering how do I come up with this kind of post for my OC characters. Well, sometimes I get the idea really fast, and that impressed me on myself. I do get impressed because I don't have sometimes the art block, but when I do, I always decide to go to Pinterest and find poses on characters or pictures poses so I can draw my sketches. I think old artists will give to beginner artists the same advice to look for reference, and the best reference for me is Pinterest. Or you can use someone from your family to make poses and take them pictures. Sometimes I do that, even with myself. When I want to draw something, I always put my phone and take a picture of me to make poses and the pose that I want to. So, yeah, that's what I do. Okay, so now we're getting rid of the excess of graphite. So what I use is this moldable eraser, and you can get it anywhere. As I've been saying, you can get them in Amazon, eBay, Temu. I think I got these ones in Temu, and they bring like a lot of packs of them. So it's really cool. You can use one and uh, it lasts almost like forever. Only have to be cleaner to have those. Now that we have it all clean, I wanted to use some fine liners that I got from Five Below, but I didn't like those. I do like them, but not too much because I'm going to use markers in this drawing. So they kind of bleed to when you put markers on top of them. So yeah, but so I got the old trusty black ball pen to ink this sketch. Okay, guys, if you guys want to see more of my content, my videos, please follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please comment. You guys can ask questions and I will try to answer them. Also, if you guys want to follow me and subscribe to my Instagram and TikTok, I will leave a link in the description of this video. So, yeah. And now I'm going to talk a little bit on how I start loving art and practicing. As any other kid, I always liked it to draw when I was little. I start to loving it more at the age of 7 years old. It's really sad. I really don't have those drawings when I was that age. I had this little problem that I always lost every sketchbook and stuff like that. So I don't have from that time. So I can show you guys how I started, but I do remember how I started to draw when I was a kid. And what it got me more about drawing as any other artist, I think, is what for me, it was watching anime. And my favorite anime from when I was a kid, I started watching Dragon Ball, then Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Inuyasha, and another other animes that I watched at that time. And when I was in 2008 and 9, I was more drawing Naruto characters. I do have that sketchbook from 2008 and 2009. And it was like, I didn't have any style in that time. It was like copy and paste, you know? You draw what you see. And I think that sketchbook, I never finished it. I left like a few pages. And then I started getting sketchbooks, and I never finished them. And I think I did have sketchbooks, but I was more drawing in loose paper, and I do have like a two big binders with art. And if you want to see those, I can show you. And I will cringe with you guys to see those, but if you want to see them, if not, it's okay. But yeah, and I think I start trying to finish my sketchbooks in 2020, I think, so I can show you my first sketchbook that I tried to finish from, well, I was like didn't want it to finish, then I grab it back, that sketchbook, and I said, no, I have to finish at least one. So I started doing it, and I started watching sketchbook tours, or how to get rid of your art block, how to fill your sketchbook, and yada yada stuff like that. So yeah, and now we're here back with the painting, and you will see that I'm using some Ohuhu markers. I used to have, well, I have Copic markers, but I don't use them too much, and probably they are not good anymore because I leave them and forgot them. I use more this ones. I don't know, I feel more comfortable with them. And yeah, but you will see that I'm painting with those Ohuhu markers, and I do have other markers that they don't have a mark really. I think I got them from let me remember. I think I got them in Five Below too. So yeah, that's how I like to use what I like to use. Yeah. Okay, so back with me with a little bit of me. I had this YouTube channel, I don't know from when, but I did have a few videos that I made, a few drawings and stuff like that, but it was really hard for me to keep on trying not to YouTube getting rid of my videos because of copyright, mostly because of the music. But I'm trying to do it again, trying to talk more. It's going to be hard for me because I'm too shy, and I think most of us are. And I do have my audience in TikTok, and I started my TikTok on the pandemic. I think everybody started there. And I had my followers there, but now it's kind of like I have a little bit of shadow ban because I did have one time that I didn't want to post too much because I wasn't feeling good, mostly mentally. And my sketchbook number 5, I think, I use it more as a escape type of thing from the real world. I was having a little bit of trouble trying to post anything. I was kind of doing my job too, working full time, and I was trying to do my art, trying to sell something. I opened an Etsy account to sell some stuff, but at the end, I think it didn't work for me at the moment because I was feeling down, having a little bit of anxiety, depression. But I got stuck with my sketchbook number 5, and that helped me a lot to get rid of a little bit of that mentally, illness. But yeah, so mostly, and even that sketchbook number 5 kind of helped me a lot in moving. We moved out from New York, and we are now in Tennessee, and we did it personal, just because of personal stuff of the family. But yeah, we're here, and we have more family here, so it's good to have the family all together. We have each other and stuff like that. But yeah, that sketchbook, it has a lot of story. If you want to see it, I can show it to you, or not, but it helps me a lot. That sketchbook, I really love it, and I always like to see it because it has a lot. So yeah, and that's how I continue doing sketchbooks. And I've been doing some challenge and TikToks, like trying to finish my old sketchbooks. And I even kind of tried to put in numbers. Like this one is the sketchbook number 8, but I have some sketchbook that I'm working on, and that I labeled them like sketchbook number 7.1 and 7.2 because I want to finish those. But I'm kind of like doing one day this stuff, I'm doing probably like the next day or the other day another stuff, to try to change a little bit what I like to draw and stuff like that. But this sketchbook is going to be more like trying to do finish art and trying to practice. I want to practice gouache. I bought the Himi watch and I want to use it, but I don't know if I will do it, but I'm gonna try. I'm sorry, and if I'm not saying the right word, that is, watch, because it's hard for me to pronounce it. I think I have an accent, but I don't know. And I do have an accent. But I think you guys understand me what I'm doing, what I'm trying to say, okay? So yeah, now I'm going to talk about the quality of this sketchbook. It's really awesome. I really love the texture, the page. I think you can use watercolor, gouache, markers, but at the end I see that for the other page it transfers a little bit. The markers bleed, they bleed, but it's pretty good. I really love it. If you want guys to buy one of these, I will try to put the link in the description of the video. So if you want to go to their store, is for Nerd Forge. They have their own YouTube channel. I really love how they do their stuff. They create a lot of stuff. And how they did the presentation for this sketchbook was really awesome. Trying to finish a sketchbook for about like 12 days, I think. Yeah, it was really awesome and cool. Okay, now I'm going to talk a little bit more of me. So I'm kind of self-taught. I think a lot of us are self-taught. I never study anything about art. I am from El Salvador, so I used to love to watch one gentleman that he had his own TV show that he made paintings and stuff like that, and he started to teach how you can draw and stuff like that. And I always liked to watch him, how he did it. But I never had the opportunity to go to art schools and stuff like that. When I came here in the US in 2009, I went to high school, but in New York you have to do the regents, the exams so you can graduate. So I couldn't have that time and get a class. I did have a class of art, but they took me out so I can have another class that I needed most for me to graduate. So mostly art was to get like the final points for graduation, stuff like that, in the high school that I was studying. So yeah, I never had that opportunity. But nowadays we have a lot of opportunities just by watching YouTube videos and stuff like that. So I start watching YouTube videos, and I follow a lot of artists. Right now I don't remember the names though, so sorry, I'm really bad at memory to remember. But yeah, I've been following a lot of artists, and they have inspired me to draw more, and trying to find my own style. I don't think I have a style personally, but probably I do have a style. Nowadays, if you can see, I like to draw this kind of nose in the character. That is kind of like my signature to do it like that. I don't know why, but it started getting on me to have that type of nose in the character with those little lines, and in the eyes I like to do these little lines too. Kind of like they're blushes, but it's not like blush, stuff like that, you know. But lately I'm kind of like a little bit of afraid to lose the ability to draw, because when I was little I kind of hurt my hand. I'm lefty, by the way, and as you can see, so I'm kind of hurt my hand when I was little. So that came bother me like now that I'm older. Sometimes it hurts, and the last time that I was drawing, it kind of cracked. It made a noise that it really scared me, and then I had to stop to draw because it was kind of painful a little bit. So I'm kind of like, maybe you will have to learn how to draw with your right hand, but I don't know, we'll see. Or probably I need a little bit to stop what I'm doing and try to rest probably my wrist. But when you love art and you want to draw, it's kind of hard not to grab your sketchbook and do something, you know. It's because it's kind of like, as I've been saying, it's my hobby. I love it, and nowadays is more like a little bit of escape of mine, escape of reality, or escape trying to forget things. And I don't know, art is something really nice for me, so that's why I try to do it mostly every day. And I know probably there will be other artists that will tell me not to do it every day, not to get myself tired, because probably I will hate it in the future, but hopefully not. Hopefully I love it more. And so now that I like to do is like painting with watercolor markers. I've been trying to use different type of media like acrylic, but it's hard for me to do acrylic. I think I really like more doing it in the paper. I even got my own tablet and trying to work with digital art. I do have a few digital drawings that I post in TikTok that you can see, but I don't know, I think I'm more like an old school that I like to use paper, but I want to do more. I want to do different stuff, so I'm trying to push myself and do different stuff. So yeah, I hope I can do that in the future to show you guys. Probably another time I can make a video painting a canvas, or probably painting in my tablet or something like that, but who knows, we will see. And now we're here almost in the final part. In the background I made these little hearts because, you know, these two characters, I ship them. So I love how they look and stuff like that, and I love them. So for the background I decided to use this watercolor metallic palette. This one I think I got it from Five Below. It's really nice. I really like to decorate the background kind of a little bit like that, so it's really turning good, if you can see. I really love it. The only thing that I didn't use for this at the end, and I was trying to use, it was a jelly roll white pen, but I have a lot of those, but I think I didn't use them because they're kind of dying on me. I cannot use them. I tried to use them, but they kind of don't want to work, probably because where I am is a little bit too cold, and the ink is kind of like, I don't know, probably hard, or they stop working anyway. Okay, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys like it, and like and subscribe. See you next time.